With a friend, then there are no barriers. You can share what you want to share. And for that, that complete acceptance is important to open up. If somebody is a friend only because of certain reasons, then that acceptance is not there, then that love is also conditional. Acceptance is one, loyalty is second. What else? Understanding? Honesty, honesty. Right. Friend is very honest to you. But actually think about it, do we really like friends who are honest? Sometimes we like, sometimes we don't like. Yeah?
Somebody is always looking out for your good, for your improvement.
Concern for your welfare and good. Right. Anything else?
Having similar mindsets.
Having similar mindsets. The wavelength has to match. Get good vibes. Vibes are matching. Having similar mindset. Okay. So tuning becomes easier.
Someone who is responsive to your needs, like you don't have to exactly tell the person, listen, this is how I need you to behave or do this. Like he knows intuitively also can respond to you based on your relationship.
Without saying also that you are able to tune up and you are able to respond. Right. That's the quality of a good friend. Not good friend, a best friend actually. Ordinary friend, you tell also won't understand. Good friend, you tell understands. Best friend, even without your telling, one understands. The worst friend, what you tell does exactly opposite. Yeah.
He or she should have time for like friendship. That just not because okay I'm your friend or whatever, but he should give time to be a friend.
True. In any relationship, time is a very, very important factor. This matters in any relationship. Especially in friendship. You see, what happens is many times one becomes friends and one becomes very close. Because why one has become so close? Because the time one spent more. Tuning happened in that time. Exchange of emotions, exchange of experiences, all that happened. Then maybe work takes them apart, or maybe distances, different reasons one can be away. But today with the amount of technology and all that which is available, one can easily be in touch. So friendship actually has to be nurtured, and it will be nurtured when you give time. And giving time is not equal to giving number of hours. In that time you give yourself. That is important. That is why it is called as quality time. It is not just the number of hours that you give, but in those number of hours, if you are just preoccupied, you are not fully there. You are not able to tune up. You are not able to be completely available to share, to care, to express. That's why many spouses, they complain that my spouse doesn't give me quality time. Why? Because when they are there with them, even though they may take a break and they will take them out for a vacation, half the time they are on the BlackBerry and emails and clearing the things, and office is constantly pressurizing. So they are not able to give that quality time. So friendship, and in any relationship, but specifically in friendship, time is a crucial factor. There are some people who actually believe like that. If my tuning with that person is so deep, even after 20 years if we meet, we just tick. That may be your thinking, but that other person may actually want you to spend time. The person may feel lonely or left out. My friend doesn't care. Time is an expression of love. And giving yourself is important in time. What else? Good friends. So we have seen loyalty, honesty, tuning. Then we have seen about acceptance. We have seen about time. And tuning I spoke about. Right. 5 aspects we have spoken right now. Be friendly, not be bossy. Respect. So the band that you have with you, what does it say? Bound to each other with love and respect. Both are very crucial. Again, this can apply to any relationship, but especially in a friendship. What is the difference, love and respect? Why do I need to respect my friend? I love my friend. Oh,
You honor somebody's feelings.
you honor somebody's feelings, okay.
Respect comes
And
with love.
an individual's dignity.
Very importantly, individual dignity is to be respected. A person, as a person, you need to respect. Now, respect does not come with love, not necessarily. I love my dog. Do I respect the dog? I love Cadbury's chocolate.
Relation.
Even in a relationship, the reason why many times people feel hurt emotionally is because love is there, but respect is not there, so one feels taken for granted. Imagine if love is there but respect is not there, is that not why one feels hurt? But respect is there and love is not there, will you feel hurt? Chances are less. Somebody respects you for your achievements. Let us say you are a topper in your school. So they respect you for it. But they don't love you. So it doesn't matter, it doesn't hurt. But somebody who loves you but doesn't respect you, and suppose you have done a small mistake, comes and fatafat starts firing and it becomes insulting. That will hurt, right? So love without respect becomes very damaging to one's self-esteem. Respect without love, one can still manage. It is not necessary that I will love everything that I respect. But the ideal combination is love and respect both should be there. What else? Good friend. Faithfulness. Loyalty. Faithfulness. What happened to this?
Trustworthy.
Get the projector from the ground. Ask. Huh?
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy. You can share your secrets with them. You were saying something.
Genuinity. Whatever action is being.
Genuine. We are genuinely concerned about the friend, not artificial. There are people who are artificial, but appear to be genuine. Most dangerous friends are those. You should be very careful of them. Those who will, in your Bombay slang language, you say maska pound, maska lagayenge. They'll appear so genuine and they'll help you out and they want to do so many things for you. Be careful, they may have a hidden agenda, they are not genuine. I'm not saying every friend who helps you is a person like that, but genuinity is very crucial in a relationship. Artificial nature, transparency, artificial nature is something where something else inside, something else outside. So masks, those are things one has to be careful about. If a friend, if you have a genuine friend who is concerned about you genuinely for your welfare, that friend is an ideal friend to have. And only such a person will actually tell you good things and bad things both, because the person is genuinely interested in your welfare. We will discuss one case study in the evening about this friendship. Do you think that Karna was a genuine friend of Duryodhana? Think about it. So today we are going to we are going to see some of the points mentioned in our scriptures about friendship. See, many of us think scriptures are only something, hundreds and thousands of years old, written and meant for some sadhus and sannyasis, people who have nothing to do with this world. But there are lots of beautiful things written in our scriptures, even about things like this, friendship. And very nice things which are written. So we take up first what is written in Tulsi Ramayana. So you have Sri Ramcharitmanas, that Xerox copy which is given to you. So this Ramcharitmanas, Ram is the Lord, Charit means character or life, and Manas is the mind. So the idea is that Tulsidas ji composed this to show the life and the character of Lord Ram. And it is a very, very beautiful composition written in Awadhi Bhasha. Valmiki Ramayana is considered as the authority on Ramayana. But it was prevented from many people because of Sanskrit language, and it was held back. Many people didn't have access to it at a certain period in our history. So Tulsidas ji did a great revolutionary thing by bringing the same knowledge of Ramayana in the Awadhi Bhasha, and in the north, Tulsi Ramayana is most popular in the entire north. Tulsidas ji was around which time? Anyone knows? 14th century. 600 years this Ramayana has, Tulsi Ramayana has been there and increasingly popular. So what is written here? This is a context about Sugriv and Lord Ram. And they both were again friends. And Bhagwan Ram here gives a few pointers of who is a good friend. So that is the conversation that we are going to see here. We are going to see from the chaupai. So on the top we have a doha, and then below that we have chaupais. So we will see first 5 chaupais. You can repeat after me. It's a very simple lilting tune this has. Tulsi Ramayana is very nice to hear also. जेन मित्र दुख होहि दुखारी तिन्हि बिलोकत पातक भारी निज दुख गिरि सम रज करि जाना मित्र का दुख रज मेरु समाना So it says Jena Mitra Dukha Hohi Dukhari. Person who does not get distressed, seeing one's friend in distress. Tini Pilokata Pataka Bhari. To even see such a friend is a great, to see such a person is a great sin. The language of exaggeration here. Meaning, even to see such an insensitive person who is not pained by the pain of one's own friend, even to look at that person can create agitation in one's mind. You know, what kind of a person is this who is not even moved by the sorrow of one's own dearest friend? Nija dukha giri sama raja kari jana. Mitra ka dukha raja meru samana. One's own problems may be huge, mountain-like, but one considers them very small. And the problem of the friend may be very small, but one considers it as very big. Meaning a person is very sensitive to the difficulties of one's own friend. Does not mean that you make the problem of your friend exaggerated and make it big like a Meru mountain. Then you are a good friend. Suppose he has just a little cold, and then you start thinking, अरे बेचारे को cold हो गया, इससे fever हो सकता है, typhoid हो सकता है, TB हो सकता है, मर भी जाएगा, बाप रे. So now I am a good friend. Why? Because I made the small problem of my friend into a big mountain. No. The analogy, the purpose of the analogy is that sensitivity towards the friend is very important. And the quality of a real friend here is this. See, many people are friends with us only because of certain benefits that they get. As was said earlier, no? In the difficult times they are not good, they are not with us. That's why there is a PJ which says that success is very relative. Why? Because only when you are successful you have more relatives around you. The moment you have some disappointment, they all desert you and they go away. And you will find that it is a fact. The moment you get into some problems, difficulties, only the real friends are with you at such times. So first quality is this sensitivity towards the friend. What happened?
This one is what?
Search the source. It says now source now. Right. ये लाइट बंद. So this is the first quality, that a person considers one's own problems lesser. See, this is an analogy which is very nice. It is not that my huge problems are of no consequence. But what happens is, when I have a problem, I am so preoccupied with it all the time that I don't even bother about somebody else. This quality, this example, speaks about selflessness, that going out, going beyond oneself, one is able to put the friend first. That even if I have a trouble, which is very huge, my expectation is not that my friend should give me everything. If I have this attitude, that my problems may be huge, but I consider them as small, meaning my expectation is that my friend should be with me all the time in this huge crisis, then I will not get disappointed if I have that understanding. This is called being proactive in a relationship, where I can go out and give love, I can go out and give support, rather than waiting. Gurudev says that, be a God-like giver of love, not a dog-like receiver of love. That all the time waiting, somebody will help me, somebody will do this, somebody should do that. If one keeps waiting that way, one is dependent. But a person who is strong views one's own huge problems also as very small, and is able to empathize with others, even if their problem is small, is able to understand the depth of that hurt or the problem that one is having. So one of the ways in which Gurudev expressed this is, when you handle yourself, use your head. When you handle others, use your heart. It's a very simple line, but most difficult to practice. When we handling ourselves, we use our heart. I am victimized. I have so many problems. Nobody cares for me. Nobody loves me. Heart. And somebody else goes through the same thing. One will just use the head and say, do this, do this, do that. It's very easy. Just finish it. But doesn't understand. And typically this will happen in a man and woman relationship. So if you have friends who are girls and if you have friends who are boys, I'm not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. Just the gender difference, one has to understand the friendship of a boy and a friendship of a girl. The needs and the nature of both these are very different. If a boy has a problem, what the boy will do? Will the boy share? Have you seen two boys? One boy sitting in the park, next to another boy, one boy is sulking away. Impossible, you can't find only. But if a girl has a problem, what will she do?
She has 3 friends.
Huh?
She has 3 friends around her and then she'll be free.
Yeah, she'll get 3 friends, yeah.
3? I said sorry, she'll have a bunch of friends.
Bunch of
around her and
friends.
then she'll be happy.
Put it up on a Facebook status.
Put it on Facebook. If a girl has a problem, she'll want to share. And suppose the boy is the best friend of the girl, he had it. The better the boy can develop that capacity of just listening and empathizing. If the fellow starts giving solutions, it is over. Relationship cuts there because the girl thinks that I am not dumb. I know my solutions. I am only sharing. So you share. So we have to understand that also. That the mindset of two people are different. If the girl has an expectation, she will expect you to understand that expectation without expression. That is the test of your love. Without my expecting, he brought what I love the most. I don't like Chinese roses, small. I like Indian rose, and not a red rose. I like yellow rose. He brought a yellow rose for me, without my telling. Okay, very good. So express the expectation is the girl's mindset. What is the boy's mindset?
Tell me what.
Tell everything. You tell now what. You tell I will do. Girl say no, without telling you should do. That is one mindset. Boy, if he has a problem, will sort it on one's own. Girl, one who has a problem, will share. So whenever the girl shares, she expects also that the boy must also share when he has a problem. But the boy will not share. Boy will find his own solution. So the girl will think, I share but he doesn't share. Maybe there's somebody else with whom he shares. Gone. So again the mindset is changed. So these few things about the gender one has to remember. This comes when I really learn to look at others through the heart. So whom to look at through the heart and whom to look at through the head is important. It can apply to anybody. See, this is the nature of the gender. So let us say a mother is having a problem and she pours out to the son. Typical situation, the son is stuck in between whom? Mother and wife. Both will pour out the solution problems to him. And he can give solutions to both, but an intelligent fellow will not. Because they are not interested in solution, number one. They just want him to listen and understand that how deeply they are being, whatever it is. Both of them are being affected. You just listen. So this can happen only when I am available, when my heart is there. That comes with true love. So the idea is this, that how sensitive am I to the opposite person. Sometimes they need solutions also. It's not that all the time they don't need. So this is where the tuning comes in. Only a person who is rising above oneself. Actually this first line, this first analogy itself is enough. If you know to do this, you are successful in any relationship. Your problems, even the mountain-like, become small. And others' problems, even though small, you give them enough importance. A friend is one who makes you even feel important. In whose presence you feel so good. You want to go back. Somebody who also is a mirror to you, and somebody who is also a sponge, and somebody is also soft as a flower. All these different analogies are there for a friend who can absorb your difficulties like a sponge, who can show you the mirror, this is who you are, who can be soft and empathizing. All this can happen when I am able to be selfless. So first verse is that where I can go out of myself and be selfless. Second one, जिनके असीमति सहजन आई, ते सठ कत हठि करत मिताई, कुपथ निवारि सुपंथ चलावा, गुण प्रगटय अवगुण नहीं, अवगुण प्रगटय अवगुण नहीं, गुण ही दुरावा, गुण प्रगटय अवगुण ही दुरावा, देत लेत मन संकन धरई, बल अनुमान सदा हित करई, विपति काल कर सतगुण नेहा, श्रुति कह संत मित्र गुण एहा. The next page which is given to you, page 513, along with that has the translation. Just so that you know, behind is the translation given. So the Jinake Asimati Sahajana Ai, those people who don't have this kind of a mindset, where they do not consider the other's problems as very important and their problems as smaller, Te Satha Katahati Karatamitai. It is vain to have friendship of such people. is what Tusidaji says. And he says, Te Satha, they are like fools. They do not know the crux of friendship. So, this is one. Now, second part is Kupatha Nivari, from bad things. A friend takes you away from bad things. Supantha Chalava, and yokes you to the good path. So if there is a friend who is committing a mistake, who is doing something wrong, who is going on a different track, a good friend actually warns right in the beginning. If one doesn't warn in the beginning itself, or one feels that if I tell this, the person may feel hurt and I may lose the friendship, and so I don't want to say, then what happens? One is not doing the duty of a friend. And just think about it, if you don't do that just to protect that friendship, slowly what will happen? You may also become like that. And ultimately, you may be surprised that the friend may turn around and blame you only, that why did you not correct me in the beginning itself? So he says, Kupatha Nivari Supantha Chalava. Wean away the friend from bad habits. It can be even very ordinary. Drinking, smoking, drugs. People get into that. Because they have a notion. Some people have funny ideas in their mind, I tell you. They think that Swamiji, in life we should try everything. That is what I believe. So I am trying drinking also, drugs also. Thoda thoda. Give poison, try this also. Weird ideas. And people have a notion about style, They think that in the college, in the school, when they are there, if they drink, the younger the age when they start drinking, as though they have done some great achievement. And what is their capacity? Swamiji, 8 shots straight. From 6th standard I have been developing. You are laughing, but it's a tragic situation actually. Today in the schools and colleges, what is happening is terrible. What is happening in vacations, and Mumbai kids especially, Goa, vacation in Goa. What happens in Goa? You know what happens in Goa. Such young age. So if the friend is going on the wrong track, the duty of this friend is to wean that friend away. Don't do that. But today, because of the style quotient, one feels, I'm a man if I smoke. I'm a macho man. I can impress the girls who are there, they are driving fast bikes and smoking away, and then hanging out with friends, half the buttons open, all kinds of stuff, horrible notions people have. And you ask the girls, they are never impressed by any of these. But I don't know, funny how the men have that kind of notions and how they destroy their minds. So when the friend is going on the wrong path, one should wean away. Even if the friend says, "Arey, don't be a bookworm," doesn't matter. You may get a bad name, but your duty is to tell the friend, "Keep better, don't do this," and not support. There are enough people who say, I am a teetotaler. I am in the company of my friend, but I don't drink. I drink only apple juice. Okay. But why are you in the company then? Wean away. Go away from them at that time. Let the friend feel the pinch of it. If the friendship is really valuable, the person may even think about it. Otherwise, it's not worth having that kind of a friend who does not bother about his own welfare. What will he bother about? You. Think. So, Kupatha Nivari Supantha Chalava, a person who weans you away from the wrong path. See, Vibhishan, the example of Vibhishan is very good in this. Ravan, when he insulted Hanumanji, and finally the whole Lanka, etc. was burned. Now, Bhagwan sent Angad once again as a messenger, finally, before the war, so that peace is given maximum priority. That even at this time, you just return Mother Sita and it's over. There is no need of war. For what should we kill so many people? He didn't hear it. So Vibhishan goes and tells Ravan that see, what you are doing is not right. First of all, you have abducted a woman. That itself is wrong. You have abducted somebody else's wife. That is further wrong. And now in the intoxication of your power, you are waging a war against the Lord. And he makes him even aware that from which Kula you are. You are from that Kula of Pulastya, and such a great Kula you are from, and you are such a strong person. Why are you doing such a petty act? Though he is his brother, he is his well-wisher, and he tells him all this. Ravan doesn't listen. He chucks him out. But the character of Vibhishan is that he is so clear and he is so strong that he leaves his brother. He doesn't say that I have a loyalty towards my brother, that I will stay with my brother and suffer, and I will fight the war against the Lord, and I will kill myself, I will sacrifice. There is no emotionalism there. There is objectivity, there is clarity. So this combination is very important, that we have to have clarity and we have to have that feeling, both. And never allow that feeling to overwhelm the clarity. Gurudev used to give a nice quote for that. Let not the storms of your heart cover the sun in your head. In any relationship, clarity and objectivity is very important. If a person is not able to appreciate what you are doing, which is good for that person, if you have to leave that person, even if it is your closest friend, leave. Because you are also in danger, that person also is in danger. In management language, you call it a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation. It is not a win-win situation. So he says, Kupatha nivari supantha chalava, guna pragatai ava guna hi durava. So he says, he should be able to bring out the best in you. And your faults, the person is able to protect you from your own faults or screen you from your faults. So gunahi durava. In the presence of this friend, does the best in me come out? That person is your best friend. My potential. Do I find the presence encouraging, positive, inspiring? And together, are we able to do things which lift both of us higher? That's why Gurudev used to make a lot of fun of that expression, Now it may be common, but earlier he was the one who started it. So he would always say that, in English we always say two people fall in love. He said, why should you fall in love? You should rise in love. So when two people are actually tuned up to each other, the friendship is something which can bring out the best in a person. That is true friendship. The best, can you give me any example where two people are friends, where the best has come out because of that friendship? Yes?
Can be one of those times like if one of the friend is going through a very bad time, and that person does not expect anyone to be there and understand what exactly he is going through. So, but he has friends, but he doesn't have that much thinking at that particular moment that he should call up his friends and discuss or share something and calm down yourself. So suddenly, and in a random basis, the particular person of that friend, he randomly appears and he actually comes to know what that person is going through, because only a true friend would actually understand without you say to that person. So maybe that is the time when actually a true friend comes out.
So that is a difficult time where the true friend understands and helps you to come out. Here we are saying your latent potential. Suppose you are good in singing, suppose you have a capacity to write well, suppose you have oratorical skills, or you have logical thinking capacity, you are good in computers, you are good in certain things. Even as a human being, you have many good values. but you are feeling low about yourself for some reasons. All the good potentials in you can manifest. The friend is one who can invoke that out of you. In the presence of that person, you automatically start expressing your good inherent potentials and talents. One example for that is in the presence of Lord Ram.